We are talking about the Miss Mason Area Scholarship Pageant at missmasonareapageant.com. Ashley, Anna, and Danny are here to talk with us about this. Good morning, y'all. How you doing?
Good.
Good. Thanks for coming on and talking to me and explaining a little bit more about what's going on. Shelton High School this June 15th will be the pageant. And Danny, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about the background of this for folks who may not be 100% familiar with the organization and what happens, and then we'll go from there.
Well, it started 7 years ago as a fundraiser for Shelton High School cheerleading. And the fair, the Mason Area Fair wanted to have their own royalty court. So we were approached by it, and then it just kind of started from there. When the fair diminished, we decided to take the fair off the end of the name and turn it into the Miss Mason Area Pageant.
Very cool.
And then a few years later, we developed a scholarship, and a few more years later, we developed a mentorship program too.
We see y'all in the parades and all around the community. Talk to us a little bit about who is with us and their titles today.
Well, this is Miss Mason Area, Anna Schuman, and this is Junior Miss Shelton, Ashley Harris.
And Anna, what are the roles and responsibilities of being Miss Mason Area?
So I'm pretty much the face of the program, so I am mostly required to come to all the parades because I have to be front and center. And I do all the community service events. It's a really fun program, and I have a lot of fun doing it.
And Ashley, talk to me a little bit about your involvement here.
Okay, so I so far have donated some food to the Mason County Animal Shelter.
Mm-hmm.
And I have also really enjoyed all of the community service we've done. The tree lighting has got to be one of my favorites.
Oh, yeah, those are great events for sure. So you get out in the community, you do a lot of good deeds. Let's talk a little bit about what is going to happen on June 15th. Danny, go ahead. Tell us more.
Well, on June 15th, we have babies and Prince Charmings that show up in the morning, and then we take a break, and in the afternoon we have little girls as young as 3 all the way to ages 28 show up in the afternoon to compete for the different titles for Miss Mason Area. And then in the evening, we do all the mentorship queens. That's our Miss Belfair, Junior Miss Belfair, Miss Shelton, Miss Matlock, and Miss Kokomish.
Are there still opportunities for folks to get involved and sign up and be a part of this?
Yes, we have 2 more sign-ups, May 18th at the PUD3 on 2621 Johns Prairie Road. And right after the Forest Festival Parade, we're going to be on Loop Field with our tent doing our very last sign-up because we have a pajama party for all the contestants on June 2nd.
What's it like, Anna, Ashley, to kind of all come together and represent the area that you live in and be just good representatives of Shelton, Mason County, and all that?
I think it's really fun because we create one big sisterhood doing this pageant. So when we all come together, it's just always fun, and we feel like family.
Very cool.
Yeah, one thing that we do for the mentorship pageant is we have a miss that mentors the junior miss, and then I mentor a princess, and so it is a very good sisterhood, and I have enjoyed every moment of it.
What are some of the things that you learn during this process that at the moment you're thinking that this is strictly for the pageant, but then you kind of look back later and you go, man, these are some good skills that will help me later in life? Some public speaking, just meeting people, things like that?
When we do our community service events, it teaches us how to always help out in the community when you can, which is a really good skill.
Be great leaders and role models for the people around you.
So
It will help them down the line. So, down the road when they decide they want to go get jobs, because they do sit on a panel interview before they're actually hit the stage full force inside their gowns. And a lot of girls will actually leave the program and say, I actually stepped out of my box. I'm not as shy as I used to. We have a lot of girls that'll come back, and they're really little girls because now we're going on our 7th year, and now they're like 14 years old, and they're so excited when they see us, and they're like, I really enjoy this because I'm doing things in my school now. I'm actually in some clubs now, and I feel like it's because, I decided I want to do a pageant because everybody believes pageants are soliciting children, which in our program, it's really nothing about that. We've got judges that come from all over the state of Washington, and it's more about our little girls looking like little girls. It's teaching our girls how to be community leaders and role models, and it's really natural. I mean, we really want girls to look like girls.
How do you work out the different titles here? So you have Tahuya and Shelton and Skokomish and Allen Grapeview. Are those all folks who live in that general area? And then the signups that you were talking about, what's the process and behind that?
Well, it is from the area that you actually represent. So, in the mentorship program is slightly different than the scholarship program, because to be a junior miss, you have to live in the area that you want to represent. And you have to be in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade for next year.
Okay.
And to be a miss, you have to be 9, 10, 11, and 12.
Okay.
So if they decide that they live really close to Shelton, they'll actually compete as a Miss Shelton or a Junior Miss Shelton.
You can learn more at MissMasonAreaPageant.com. Also on Facebook, we'll put the links to those when we post the interview on our website and our Facebook page here coming up. Again, June 15th at the high school is the pageant. It's going to be a heck of a lot of fun. And what do you ladies have after the pageant moving forward? You guys have any hopes, aspirations, dreams moving forward? What would you like to do?
Well, my college graduation is the same day, so I'm graduating college, and then I'm going back to college and becoming a nurse.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, wow.
Very cool.
I'm going to be getting my doctorate in marine biology and hopefully going to the University of Hawaii.
Very
And
nice.
super excited for that.
Cool.
Great.
Well, you have, over 7 years, I'm sure, touched and changed a lot of lives there, Danny. Very cool. And thanks for coming on and talking with us about this.